Shade coming up soon.
Yep. All right. All right. So Brian, what's the best thing about being a firefighter?
The adventure. It's exciting.
So do that all in one piece. What's the best thing about being a firefighter?
It's interesting. The adventure.
You said before you said the adventure, then something else. So go right do the two lines together.
Hey, with me.
It doesn't have to be. No. What's the best thing about being a firefighter?
The adventure, the experience,
Camaraderie.
the friendship that you bond with.
Good. All right. With some conviction, what would you say to other people who are considering volunteering?
It's a family. It's hard to describe what it is.
Good. Say it a different way. What would you say to other people who are considering volunteering?
Do it. You got to make a difference in your community. It's rewarding.
Good. One more different way, just whatever comes to your mind. What would you say to other people who are considering volunteering?
Just do it. You have to look into it. It is very rewarding. The gratitude that you get to help somebody else at a time of need.
Great. Do you guys only need like athletic types?
Anybody can be a volunteer in our organization. You can be somebody that does accounting, to somebody who does cooks in the kitchen, to a firefighter, to fire police officers, to just an electrician. So anybody can do it.
Good. Say it one more time, quicker though. I mean, shorter. Can only really fit people volunteer?
Anybody can do it. You can work as administrative. You can be a fire police. You can just be an electrician. Anything you want to be, you can help the organization.
Great. How does it feel to make a difference in your community?
Sense of pride.
Good. Okay, that's fine. That is a tough one anyway.
I think the sun behind my eyes is worse yet.
Okay, we gotta continue on. Tell us about your most exciting call you've ever had.
Most exciting call was probably one of our large warehouses we had. It was about 350 by 350 feet, and a lot of things going on. Very challenging.
Great. Tell us about your most gratifying call to save somebody.
Any time you're able to save a life and make a difference, an auto extrication, cutting somebody out of a car, to saving a house fire and saving their pictures, something that means something important to them, it means a lot to me.
Great. Tell us about your most dangerous call.
One of them.
Is that the White House again?
I don't think I've had any.
You ever injured? You live very close from the station.
That was a long time ago. I'll go with that one. All right, I'm ready.
Tell us about your most dangerous call.
Had a call one time where I went into an apartment fire. Team on the other side ended up taking a hand line and pushing the fire right back at us and wrapped right around us.
Okay. Tell us about the other guys in your station.
Brothers. It's family. They're there for you for whatever you need.
You want to say it again? Maybe start off with the brotherhood kind of thing. Brotherhood and sisterhood. I don't know if we want to make it too male oriented, but
Probably, yeah.
Whatever. Just phrase it a different way.
All right.
We got an airplane. And
Stand by.
also,
We can shoot it.
Can you pause?
you want me to stop?
Yeah. There we go. Tell us about your most exciting call.
We had a fire where. I'll back that up. Sorry.
Tell us about your most exciting call.
The exciting call was we had a large warehouse fire, and it was just very challenging. You had many different things that you had to do and worry about, and you really had to think outside the box.
Tell us about your most gratifying call where you made a difference.
Anytime you can save a life, whether you're cutting them out of a car, you can bring them out of a burning building. It's great when you're able to hand over material things to somebody that makes a difference. It means the world.
Good. Tell us about your most dangerous call when you felt like you were a hero.
Had an apartment fire, and it just so happened that the other crew didn't know we were there, blew the fire back on my team, and wrapped the fire right around us.
Tell us about the other people in your station.
It's a brotherhood, a sisterhood, all around family. They're there for you no matter what the need is.
Do you recommend volunteering to other people?
You have to volunteer in the communities. You have to make a difference in the world. And once you can opportunity to help somebody and the feeling that you get, it's well worth it.
Take that last one more time.
You getting some?
Evan, you're doing good. Just,
Yeah,
I
no,
just really need
you
to
don't
hold
fight
it
my
steady.
shoulder. All you gotta do is, I think you actually put really. Tell us about the other people at your station.
Camera speed.
Tell us about the other people at your station.
Airplane. Sorry.
Stand by.
Camera speed.
Tell us about the brotherhood and sisterhood at your station.
They start out as friends and they turn into best friends.
Say it a different way about the brotherhood and sisterhood. Ready? Tell us about the other people at your station.
They become best friends. They're there for you as well. And you spend a lot of time with them and their family. Does that work?
Good. We got tons of snippets. That's great.
Camera speed.
What's the best thing about being a firefighter?
I would say probably the best thing about being yeah, we try that again. See, I told you this could be off.
What's the best thing about being a firefighter?
Best thing about being a firefighter is the ability basically to help out the community. Within Doylestown, I work on. Do you want me to? I don't know if you want to read. Is that fine? All right. I'm going to go into the fact that I run like the new member program. And I run like a new members program.
I don't need that though.
You don't
These
need
are
that
all
kind of
short
thing?
snippets. Even for the longer piece, I think it's all pretty much got mentioned stuff. So
Okay.
short. We'll run it again.
Good.
Be closer than that.
Yep. Just trying to find a shadow. There we go.
All right. What's the best thing about being a firefighter?
The best thing about being a firefighter for me is the ability to serve the community. I've done it for about 15 years now, and I've been involved with a lot of different things within the community. And
Where were you going with that?
We're still getting cable balance.
Pausing it again. Rolling again.
Yep,
Here we go. What's the best thing about being a firefighter?
the best thing for me about being a firefighter is the ability to serve the community. I've been involved with a lot of community organizations over the years, and working with kids and working with junior members. And I don't know where I'm going.
Nope. Body.
To other people that consider volunteering.
Being part of a volunteer fire company is you throw around the idea of it being a brotherhood, and it truly is. You get to meet a lot of people within the community. It gives you kind of a good feeling to be able to help. We like to say help out. Let me try it again.
There's an airplane. People that be in volunteers.
No. Physical fitness is important to being a firefighter, but it's, as you can see, it's not, we're looking for people of all different shapes and sizes. We have, there's jobs within the fire service for the young, for the old, for pretty much anybody.
Okay. I think there are a couple of snippets in there. Let's keep going.
Being part of a volunteer firefighter, yeah. Being part of a volunteer fire company, there's a feeling of pride, I guess, to be part of this organization. It's most people within our community don't recognize the fact that we are volunteers, but every once in a while you get that single person that comes up to you and says, thank you for coming out and thank you for helping us in our time of need. Within that, every once in a while you get that person that comes up to say thank you for giving up the time and giving up the time away from your family and the amount of time that you need to train. Let me try that again. Being part of a volunteer fire company there's a sense of pride. Pride not only with the people that you know.
I'd like to
Yeah.
Now, tell us about your most exciting call. Without even thinking about it, right off the bat, what was it?
Let's see.
That was too much thinking.
No. Yeah.
Tell us about your most exciting call. Here we go. Start.
Yeah, probably one of the most exciting things that I've actually done was one of the first calls that I actually ever went to. I was on the hose line, basically made the top of the stairs, started going down the hallway, and we got just outside the fire room, and we were basically just about ready to hit the fire in the room itself, and we lost a section of the ceiling above us. And I actually took a set of attic stairs off the top of my helmet. Got tangled up in a bunch of cables. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I can.
Tell us about your most exciting call.
One of the first calls that I actually ever went on, we went out for a house fire, and I came off the truck and I was assigned to do search and rescue. And we went around the back side of the building, went up over the top of the balcony, went through, and we're actually searching the inside of the room. All the time the guys were downstairs, and the fire kept growing and growing and growing and growing. And we were, I didn't know where I was going.
The same one?
No, it's a different one.
Tell us about your most gratifying call. You know, someone you saved or property you saved. Go ahead.
See, I got to think about that one too. I'm killing you, I know. One of the things that I find important when we basically go out to fires is the people that we go out to serve they're in the process of one of the worst periods of their life. I personally remember going through that when I was a little kid. We lost our entire house to a fire. One of the most cherished things that we basically brought out to us was photo albums. On a fire call, that's one of the things that I kind of look for. During the overhaul process, after the call, I do what I can do to kind of go through and gather up pictures and things like that, so that the people have something from their past. Even if the house is totally devastated, a lot of times you can find albums, you can take pictures off the wall that'll give them a piece of their past. One of those things, that exact thing happened to us. The fire at our house happened when I was in first grade, and I was the youngest of 4 kids, and the firefighters had brought out our photo albums off the shelf out of our living room. Even though a lot of those pages in that book were stuck together and some of the photos were damaged, that was all we had of my brothers and sisters basically as little kids, and a lot of my grandparents and past members of the family. Those albums were basically all we have, and I still have those albums today, thanks to the volunteer fire companies.
And camera speed.
Go ahead, Delia.
Tell us about your fellow firefighters.
The firehouse is kind of like an extended family. You spend a lot of time with these people over the years, and basically you're putting your life in their hands, and they call it a brotherhood, and it really is. Sorry.
Try the very end of it again. I like that line that you
Okay.
have the football bobbled a little bit.
Yeah.
Tell us about the brotherhood.
The firehouse is kind of like the members of the firehouse. The members of the fire company are kind of like extended family. People call it a brotherhood, and it really is.
Good. Next one, Delia. Go ahead.
I'm actually one of the recruitment officers within Doylestown. I love going out to community events and talking about exactly what we do and yeah, hold on a minute. Let me see if I can close. See if I can get a closer. Yeah.
Okay, one more. Ask it again, Delia.
If you recommend volunteering to other people,
I'm one of the recruitment officers actually within my company, and I love going out to different community events and explaining to the people exactly what we do and how much fun it really is.
Great. Last question, Delia. Go for it. Don't even think about this one. This is coming from the heart.
Oh boy.
can you please tell us about the other people at the fire company?
The firehouse is really is a family. We go through a lot of bad, but we also have a lot of fun too. Got to do something different. Yeah, hold on a minute. I know. Yeah.
Tell us about the other people at your fire company who you work with now.
I've made a lot of friends through the firehouse. The other members of the fire company and the other members of the fire service around us. I've made a lot of friends through the firehouse. Friends that I can pretty much depend on and to help me with absolutely anything. Let's see where I go.
Good. One more time,
Yeah,
Delia,
I know.
and we're done with it. Bring it home.
We're done with it.
Is there a problem with his glasses that the okay. Tell us about the other people that you work with at the fire company.
I've made a lot of friends through the fire service all over this county. Friends that I know I could depend on to help me at any time and with anything.
Great. I like throughout the county, like that part, because that's what it's all about. You might have seen his answers, the questions you might not have.
Camera speed.
All right. What's the best thing about being a volunteer firefighter?
Being a volunteer firefighter, the best thing about it is the brotherhood, the family that you have behind it. It's just like a big family. You can count on them to be there when you need something. If something happens, they're there for you.
What would you say to other people who are considering volunteering?
It's a great experience. I wouldn't change a thing that I've done about it. I love every minute of it.
Do you think that fire departments only need like fit young people, or they can be anybody?
Firefighting, you could be anybody. You could be a male, female. There's more than just firefighting into the fire service. There's administrative. You can be part of our board, help out behind the scenes, doing the fundraising aspect.
Okay. Those guys over there that we're talking, these guys are making different kind of noise. Hey, Jack.
Okay, camera speed.
Tell us about your most exciting call.
Most exciting call would have to be probably rescuing somebody out of a car. It's what we do mostly of, rescuing people out of cars, cutting them out, making sure they're safe.
Is that gratifying for everybody?
Yes, making sure that they're safe when they're in the ambulance, getting to the hospital to get checked out, knowing that they're going to go home.
Good. Tell us about your most dangerous call that you've been on.
Most dangerous call was my first fire. Was a double fatal. Happened to be in a neighboring fire company, and we were the first to rescue on the scene. We were in there doing the search. Happened to be that we couldn't get to him in enough time to rescue him, but that's the.
How'd that make you feel when you couldn't get there in time?
It was weird being my first fire, first fatal.
Somebody's cell phone.
That was mine.
You're gonna wait for it. All right. Tell us. So how'd that make you feel when you couldn't get to it?
It was weird. It was my first fire, first fatal. So it was definitely a different experience dealing with that, and having the guys at the firehouse to be able to talk to about it, to walk me through and make sure I was all right.
Good. All right. You want to switch out focal lengths now? You got it. Tell us about the other firefighters in your station.
The other firefighters in the station I consider, like I said, a family. They're always there when I need them. I watch their back, they watch my back, and we're just one big happy family. They're there when I need them.
I think there was your cell phone.
Yeah, let me put that on vibrate.
Do a couple fires too.
Camera speed.
All right. Let's go back to your most gratifying. Tell us about your most gratifying call you've had.
Gratifying call was a double fatal when I was just turned 18. First fire that I was in. We were the first do rescue company on a neighboring fire company's fire. We were in there doing a search, me and 4 other firemen, and just couldn't get to them in enough time. But my brothers, the firemen, were there for me when I got back to the firehouse to be able to talk to, go over things, make sure I was all right.
Watch out for the belt drill. Yeah, no, he was. That was the one I threw in there. We hadn't actually done that one before. Gratifying. Yeah, that was like under dangerous, I think. But yeah, I mean that wasn't necessarily a good thing. All right. Tell us why you joined the fire company.
Why I joined the fire service was when I first started going to middle school, there was a new kid on the block, and he said he was joining a local fire company. His dad was an officer there. And I said, oh really, how do I get involved? So we went to the firehouse the same day, we filled out our applications. We got voted in 2 months later and started training and learning at 14 years old.
So basically, people of any age can do this.
Depending on the fire company, basically any age, up to like 14 or 16 years old, you could start out and get your local training. And then when you turn 18, you have all your credentials to be able to go into a burning building.
All right, great. Thanks. Yep. Thank you. What's the best thing about being a firefighter?
It's kind of like a brotherhood, I guess. You got friends to go to, guys around when you need help, talk to somebody, or keeps you busy too.
Good. One more time, a lot more confident though. Don't say I guess, because we can't use that part. Here we go. The best thing about being a firefighter?
The brotherhood. You got like buddies to look out for, and it's kind of like another family.
Great. Tell us about your most exciting call you've gone out on.
I actually got to say, a horse rescue we went on to. We had a horse in a pool, so it's kind of challenging to figure out how to get the horse out of the pool. I mean, you don't plan for that every day.
How about, I'm sure that wasn't your most dangerous one. Have you felt like your life was in danger at all?
Nah, because you train to kind of stay pretty safe.
So tell us about your training. Like, you know, that's why you don't feel like you're in danger.
Yeah.
You train for that's important, right? Tell
Yeah.
Tell us about your training. Stand by. Here we go.
Camera speed.
Tell us about how the training affects how you are out there.
Kind of makes you think a little more into it. Instead of just kind of jumping on the things, you step back and think before you act, and shows you different ways of how to handle certain situations.
So use training in the answer. Tell us about the training you get.
The training we have, they kind of take you to look at things different ways and jump right into it. Also safer ways to do things, and kind of they want you to step back and think before you act.
Do you have people thank you for the work you've done?
Yeah, when you're going around, if we're helping out doing community service wise, people do come up and thank you, which is appreciated.
Tell us about.
Let's take that one again. There's wings.
Okay.
Stand by.
You know, have you felt like people really appreciate what you've done?
Yeah, people do appreciate you. Like when we do community service things, people come up, thank us. We'll do our Santa run every year. People come out and thank us, which makes us feel pretty good.
Do people even realize you guys are volunteers sometimes?
Surprisingly, no. We live in a pretty big township, and a lot of the people come from the cities and stuff, not realizing we're volunteer.
So take the end of that again.
So I don't even know if that's super important. You know, is volunteering just about fighting fires?
No, it's there's a lot of fundraising that goes with it. You got like administrative side, business side of it you have to run too, and there's a lot of training. So it's not just about firefighting.
What's your favorite part about it, guys?
Gotta say, when you get a call, your adrenaline kind of get the adrenaline to get you going.
Yeah. You good? Mm-hmm. All right, that's it. That's it. Yeah. Camera speed. What's the best thing about being a firefighter?
The best thing for me about being a firefighter is just being part of a team and working with a great group of individuals.
Okay, do that one more time. Tell me about what's the best thing about being a volunteer.
For me, the best part of being volunteer, one more time.
Tell me about being a firefighter.
The best part about being a volunteer firefighter is that I'm part of a team of individuals who want to make a difference.
Great. And what's it like to make a difference? What's it feel like?
It's great when you can help an individual out in their time of need.
Great. Tell us about your most dangerous call you've been on.
The most dangerous call I've been on was in an old house fire where we were opening up walls and then I was engulfed in flames.
Did you feel like your training really paid off when that happened? Did you panic or?
If it wasn't for my training and the attention to training, I don't think I would have lived through it.
Great. Tell us about the other guys at your station.
I work with a group of individuals who care about their community, who care about people, and who are always there and willing to help out.
Do you guys only want, like, 20-year-old young guys, or can you use other people?
No, we want people who care. We want people who can make a difference. We want people to be part of our team.
Great. Tell us about, let's see. Well, why did you join the fire department originally?
I joined the fire department because I want to be part of a team who help the community in their time of need.
Great. Do you ever have people come up to you and just say, hey, thanks for doing what you're doing?
Absolutely, all the time. They come up and help us and they say thank you.
Great. Have you ever saved an animal, even a pet that people appreciated?
I've done my fair share of helping out homes and people who are in crisis.
Great. I know Jeff was talking about mementos to out of fires and stuff like that. Have you ever save important things out of a fire like that makes a difference after the fact?
Yes, we've saved many things in homes and saved a lot of homes and precious, and yes, that's a bad one.
That's fine. That's fine. I threw that at you. That wasn't.
Yeah, you threw that at me.
I'm gonna pause it for a second. Okay.
Yeah.
I think you might be in some more light stuff.
I'm sweating my ass off. Is all the sweat showing through on the camera?
Stand by. Yeah, can we, and camera speed.
All right. Tell us some more about your feelings about volunteer firefighters.
For me, being part of the volunteer fire department is being part of a group of individuals and a team of individuals who really care about their community, who care about people, and are just constantly trying to find the right things to do and finding the right ways of doing it to make sure everybody's safe and everybody goes home safe, and just being part of a community.
You guys are doing it for the money, right?
There's no money involved. We do it for our communities. We do it for the people. We do it because we care about the individuals in our community and everybody around us. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing this.
Great. Did that change too much in the middle of that?
The sun came out.
All right.
Camera speed.
You guys obviously just do this for the money, right?
We don't do it for the money. We get no money for what we do. We do it for our love of our community. We care about people inside our community. We care about individuals. We want to make sure everybody's safe and goes home to their family at the end of the day. So we do it because we care, and we constantly care about just the people around us.
Geese in the background.
Yeah.
Geese in the background. Go away. Shoot them.
Send them over to gun range.
Shoot them now.
On this one.
Keep it simple. So far from nobody, we've gotten the point that people don't really sometimes understand your volunteers. We don't get paid for this, something like that. That's why I'm trying to just keep it simple though. Real 5-second answer kind of thing. You rolling?
Yep. Camera speed.
All right. You guys clearly just do this for the money, right?
No, we don't do this for the money. We don't. We do this for our love of our community and because we care about people. That's why.
We don't get paid a cent for this. You guys don't get paid a cent for this, do you?
We don't get paid a penny for the job that we do. We do this because we care about our community and we care about the individuals inside our community.
Great. The last Can we just take the first answer one more time for safety?
What's the first answer?
First question you asked him was,
What's the best thing again about being a firefighter?
The best thing about being a firefighter is being part of a team, being part of a group of individuals who care, who want to make a difference, doing something that makes a difference.
Well, okay, so look right into the camera and say, do something that makes a difference.
Do something that makes a difference.
great.
Fire company. What pushed you over the edge?
I want to be able to help the public out at a younger age.
How old were you when you started?
I was 16 when I joined my first fire company.
Great. Do you think you'll do this for the rest of your life?
Yes, I will.
Make that into more of a bigger sentence, kind of. You know, how long do you think you'll be doing this for?
I'd like to do it until I'm told I'm not allowed to do it anymore. I'm trying to make it a career.
Great. What's it like being in the fire department?
Shout on the end of that
You think you're going to be doing this for another
airplane.